What's up, guys? I guess I'll just start this live. Y'all can jump in when y'all jump in. All right, so let's just start with the eyes. Trying to get something going. What up? What up? It's these grooves that always make it that much more difficult. All right, get one eye going. And get this other one like so. And try and use this edge to get that little piece right there. All right, so we got the eyes. That way you guys can start seeing the image. Usually, I'm only working with colors that I have at the moment. This one, Perry's not necessarily like blue. He's more of like a turquoise, but I'm only working with what I have at the moment. I do have a turquoise, but it's almost gonna finish, so I'm gonna have to use that sparingly. By the way, this is from a comment. Someone commented, "Do Perry the platypus?" Since I already did Phineas and Ferb. Keku was good. Yeah, so I'm just going by. I do these videos based on comments. So if you guys want me to do something, um, when I post a short, just comment, or you can follow me on Instagram. Comment who you would like to see next, and then we can go from there. But those of y'all who are new to this channel, I do this a lot. I basically show y'all how to do an image in real time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, I do this in real time. There's a mosquito. So y'all can see the process. I want y'all to understand anyone can do this. It just takes time and effort to do it. The more time you spend doing something, the better you become. So if you guys want to do things like this, you guys got to set the time for it. Okay. Now, this is a very nice blue. It's just, like I said, he's more of like a turquoise color. I have a little turquoise that I'm going to work with, but it's like almost going to finish. So that's why I'm only using colors that I have in abundance so that I don't go too crazy on the colors I actually need. All right. And then now we can move to the beak. Platyp Platypus, such a weird creature. A platypus. It's like half duck, half like beaver or something. It's so crazy. But very unique. All right, and then we're about to finish the beak, like so. See, even my orange, I gotta buy more orange. Because if you guys seen my Phineas and Ferb videos, they're more of the on the pink side because shockingly orange makes a better skin tone than pink. And I ran out of orange. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, and then I'm also almost finished with this brown. So like there's a lot of colors I gotta rebuy. How are y'all doing? Spare the platypus. Yep. Funnies and Ferb. Yes, sir. All right. So y'all enjoying your weekend so far? Y'all got any plans for today? All right. So, oh yeah, his eyes are brown too. See, I got to be careful because this is the only brown I have left. Got to use this sparingly. All right. So now I'm going to start shading. Got to start shading. Like I said, when you use black, black will make it more in depth, and then the white will really bring out the image. The white is more of like a icing on the cake, but every time you use darks, it makes it more realistic. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So notice that I laid out all the colors already. What I'm going to do next is add some black as mosquitoes chew me up. Uh, I've never used tissues, but I have more control on my fingers, so that's why I use my fingers. All right, so even though the cinder block is black, I'm still going to use my own black just to make it more finalized. It just has a better finish. And then you just use your fingers to blend. From those of y'all that normally watch my lives, if you feel that it's too dark at any moment, you can always come back with the base color. This case for the hat is brown, and just apply it next to the shadow to kind of soften the shadow. See what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just basically building the shadows on the hat so you guys can see it better. I was in the Courage Cowardly Dog live stream. Oh yeah, yeah, Ruby, what's up? You guys liked it? All right. All right, so notice I have the black, right? And I'm doing details, but I'm not going too crazy because black does a lot. It's the darkest color we know in the color wheel, so you got to use it sparingly because it can make everything muddy, right? So we're just going lightly, just like that. Remember, we're getting the details situated. This is the just like that. We're gonna add some shadow right here, just lightly drizzle some darks because we're gonna rely on our blending skills to make it pop. Okay, just like that. Now it does help if you use more than one finger all the time. If you use just one specific finger, that finger will eventually get all messed up. But it'll be all right. Just be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So see how the black is adding depth to it? Now it's coming to life. My phone was about to die. My bad. Storm Meth was good. So yeah, notice that the black is making things come to life. It's making it more in depth. That's the goal. Make it more in depth. See, just like that. Now this is gonna have to be somewhat dark too, because this is the closest thing to his hat, but his hat is what's giving it the shadow, right? So this needs to be fairly on the dark side. Your goal is basically, it's like magic. You're getting the viewer to believe the story. What's the story? Story is this is a 3D image, and you're doing what you can to make it 3D like. Give him like a little cheekbone right here. Even though, I don't know, ducks, I'm sure they have cheekbones, but it's not like human cheekbones. But it's all right. We can have fun. Not everything needs to be completely logical here. It's art. You see? It's giving it the effect that he has a cheekbone going. Just like that. And like I said, if it gets too dark, we're going to come back with the blue again. For your next video, can you make Sigma Perry? I will try. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, Tiffany. Thank you for asking. Um, it's just the same process over and over. Getting the shadows accurate as accurate as possible. Do this right here. And then this is the bottom of it, so this will have its own shadow. Also, shadows make it more dramatic, you know, like Batman, for instance. He was always in the shadows, and it's like everything became that much more epic. Like he meant serious business. You know what I mean? Looks like he has a beard, huh? This is just rough. I'm just roughing it out. for now, doing a rough draft. But whatever needs to be changed, we will change it. So do not worry. Do not worry at all. So that's basically the gist of it. Now let's come back with the blue and soften the shadows. So let's just go over it. Go over it with the color you previously used, and then you just do the same thing. You blend it, and it softens the shadow. You see how it got a little softer? We'll add some light back in here so it doesn't look too on the dark side. Just like that. You see, now that I brought back the base color in, the dark is turning grayish. That's what we want. We want the mid-tone to enter. So now you see how it got softer? Now it's more pleasing to the eyes. And then you just keep working at it until you're pleased with the result. You see? We haven't even added the highlights yet. This is just base color. See? I do like doing that. Give it its little outline. Just like that. And then same process, guys. Blend it in. You see how it got better looking? It got softer. Why is this mallard wearing a detective hat? I don't know. It's the way they made it in the show. And it's yeah, it's a platypus. Then we'll just give it some highlight back here. Like I said, guys, the more you spend time doing art, the better you will become. And it will show. Trust me. When it comes to art, you can't really lie about it. It's like either you're good or you're not. If you are good, people will say you're good. If you're not good, people will say you're not. And I don't go by a lot of people's opinions all the time, but it's always important to at least hear them out when you're first starting. If you're not good, doesn't mean you quit. It just means you just got to spend more time doing the skill set. Then you will get to a point where you've reached the goal. You know what I mean? So the skin tone looks pretty decent, in my opinion. Can you make Spider-Man? I will try. That makes him a platypus instead of a duck. Yes, the hat makes him a platypus instead of a duck. All right, so what are we adding now? Now this is basically his real color. It's like I don't know if you can tell the difference on the phone. This is more of like a turquoise, bluish, which is more of his color. So because we already have the highlight or the mid-tone set, we can go ahead and add this. Maybe he'll look more of, maybe this will make him look more Perry-esque. You see? It's subtle, but it's enough of a difference that you're just like, oh, okay, I see it. And remember, I told you I don't have a lot of it. This is all I have of it, so I'm having to use it sparingly. See? And then let me lightly drizzle the color in here so it can blend with the shadows that's already in place. And I'm basically just going over what's already set in blue. The blue was not that much different, but it was enough of a difference to let me know I needed to actually do his real color. Looks pretty decent so far. Luciano, I don't know what you read. I don't know what you spelled, bro. All right, so all right, so now let's add some highlights to kind of direct this in a better light. Now this is still a lighter blue, but it's light enough that it doesn't really push that aqua we just added away. Has a lot more white in it than anything, so it's doable for a semitone highlight. Because the white, the actual white, is what's going to make it stick out the most. So I'm just getting what I know is highlighted, what I know is supposed to be highlighted, I guess I should say. And you don't go overboard. You just do it nice and subtle. Notice I'm not going crazy on the blending. I'm literally just going over with my finger very lightly, because this is not the main highlight. That's why you don't really need to spend that much time on it. The white is what's going to really make it pop. But this is basically the gist of what the white will look like as we start to finish this piece. You see how it already looks that much better? Hey, could you do troll face, please? Where's troll face from? All right. So now what I'm gonna do? Now I'm gonna come back with the white, because the white is desperately needed now, because everything is starting to get finalized. So we'll start with the hat, just lightly. Doesn't need to go too crazy. This is the shine where we know the light will hit, right? That's all we're doing. Slightly. And then I know my finger's blue. It's okay. We'll fix it if it gets too muddy. Bring in the brown again. But we're just blending it. Our finger is basically what's gonna make it finalized, right? We're moving the color manually. Believe it or not, you are shaping it manually. See? Come back with the brown. This is all I have of brown left. This little thing. So I gotta go scarce with it. 911. What kind of duck is this? A platypus. All right. So come back with the slightly. Let's say you don't have to go overboard either. Just like that, and then same thing, same process. Blending the brown with the base color and the highlights together. Just like that. Like so. All right, and then what y'all think? So far, so good. Like I said, it won't be perfect, but it can be good enough. What someone once told me, you know what they say about good enough? You leave good enough alone. All right, so now let me add some black on these eyes. He doesn't have a pupil necessarily. His eye is just brown, but use this as a just for value. Just for value. Then we will fix it as we go. Now let's come back with the white. Let's do his beak. We're just doing where we know the light will hit based on the shadows. The shadows, it's like an open book test. The shadows give us the answer to how everything else will turn out. You see? Everything is subject to the highlights and the shadows. Actually, everything is subject to the shadows. Then the highlights is the finishing touch. But the shadows are everything. Without the shadows, you don't know where the light will hit. You don't know where the light source is. All that gravy stuff. Looks too white right now. It's okay. We're going to come back with the orange. That's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can always fix them. And see, it kind of gets better when you add the base color, even after you add the highlight. It feels like, I feel like it gets better. Feels like more together. I guess. Okay. And then do that. Give it some highlight. And then right here, add some of that highlight again. See, looks much better, right? So now, a platypus, yes, Perry the platypus. Oh, respect, you are really good at this. Thank you, Croc Dot. 95 on this chat. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not already subbed. I thought I brought a gray in here. Well, I don't have my gray with me, but it's okay. So we're gonna do the eyes, right? We're gonna put some shadow on the eyes. Just like this. Why am I doing the shadow like this? Because we know where the light is, right? The light source. The light is here. Based on the highlights, the light is here. Everything must bow to the light source, which means this, based on our light source, this is where the shadow will be on his eye. Like I said, if it's too dark, no worries. We can come back with the white and fix the problem. I'm just doing this to know where the light sits on his eye. Also, notice what I'm doing. I'm contouring. I'm not just spreading the shadows. I'm contouring the shadow to the shape of the eye. So you're going to see me basically, it's like I'm molding clay, right? Let's spread the shadow like this, and then look, I'm molding it to the shape of the eye. That way it flows properly. That way the shadows flow properly. See what I'm saying? Now, if it's too dark, it's okay. First of all, I'm going to do the highlight that I'm famous for, just to give it an outline of an eyeball. See how much better it already looks? This is the same thing I've done everywhere. Done it here, done it here, done it here. You're basically outlining this particular object with its base color, which is white. And it just separates it better, in my opinion. So now we're going to add the white where it's supposed to lay. And we don't stop until it meets the law of blending. The golden rule of blending, right? See how much better that one looks than this one? This one looks too dark. This one looks just right. You see? Because if the hat is here, the light is sitting up here, so this part will have the most shadow, which means everything under the hat, his eyebrows are also coming from out of the page, right? Because they have a shape. So this part will be dark. So that's going to be the darkest of the eye. But we know this part isn't going to be dark. It's going to be light because the eye has a shape. See what I'm saying? And then we just do the same thing, guys. The same thing. You see how that looks better too? I know this is dark here, but it's just because the groove. I try to fix it a little bit. The best I can get, just because there's like some holes here. What else? Okay, we still have yet to even add highlights on the skin or on the fur. Are you planning to archive the stream? Yeah, I'm gonna when I go live, I post the stream on my YouTube, and you guys can watch the whole stream from front to back. Wow, let me see. Hypo, what's up, princess? A platypus, yes. Legends of the Stick. It is a platypus. All right, so where is my brown? Did I already finish my brown? Oh, look it. This is all I have of my brown. This. That's it. Yeah, it's like rounder now. Shadows are key. Thank you, thank you. Din blocks. Hello, what's good? All right, so I'm gonna give that outline that I always do to make it on the brighter side, just like that. See how it pops a little bit? And yes, you can blend it. Do you have to? Not really. You can blend it, make it look a little better. But if you feel like it got too dark, just come back in with the black and fix the problem. See? Looks a little better. Just shape it. So this is basically the best these eyes will get. So we're gonna have to keep it like that, which is okay. So now we're gonna add the highlights to the actual whatchamacallit, image. So we know this is gonna have some highlight. Just look, notice I'm not even really going too crazy with it because the other colors have already set the standard for where things what things are. You see, I already came in with the half tone of the blue, so I don't gotta go too crazy on the white. Just enough to let them know, yes, this is highlighted. And then this is also highlighted. We know that based on what we've already previously laid. See the difference? We know this is going to be highlighted because what we previously laid. So we'll just do this. Not too crazy. You can keep it like that. You don't have to blend everything, but I feel like blending does make it work a little better and makes it more finalized. That's just me though. But you can literally just leave it like that. You don't have to blend. See? Notice I wasn't smearing like how it was with the black. It's just light enough. See? Very light. And then what else are we doing? His other cheek right here. Just light. Boom. See the difference? Oh, there's someone on the phone. You see the difference, guys? Nikki was good. I am so bad at shadowing. Just practice. And then gonna add that right here. Then lightly just go over the highlighted area. Just like that. See how it already looks that much better? And then let's do it like that. See that? Came to life. Going on over the beak as the mosquitoes chew me up. Now, you can dab this on the eye, the pupil, to give it that extra oomph. But hold on, doing to because the shading kind of faded the eye a little bit, so we're just going to come back with the black, kind of give it its rightful place again. Much better, right? So now, give some black right here. So we can drag this down a little bit. Some black here. When you lay color, you're basically just dragging it down. See? When I'm blending it, I'm dragging, I'm manually moving the shadow with my finger. I only laid more shadow because I laid more shadow on this eye. You need to give love equally or else it'll look funny. You see? You can you can add this a little more. See the difference? Boom, matches this part. That extra shadow I threw in. Yummy chalk, yes sir. Hello, I hope I wasn't late in the middle with some headache. No, you're not late. Those of y'all just joining in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can continue to go live for y'all and y'all can continue to pass these lives to your friends and get this channel more eyeballs, okay? I'm just doing this to make it look more settling. You can come with the mid-tone, kind of calm it down a little bit. So it's not just like a random white line. Boom, you see? Fix the problem. Now there's one more thing we can do. Can you guys tell me what you think it is? Now the hat looks a little less finished than everything else because I ran out of brown. Chat, like, and sub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got 72 in the chat. Husker was good. So, yeah, if you guys are wondering, it looks a little unfinished because this is all the brown I have left. Might as well, let's finish it on the live. I mean, I got nothing else to do, right? Trying to fill in all the blanks, make it more finalized. And that's it. It's done. Gorgeous. Thank you, Rats. There's one more thing we can do. Shading, it depends. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. But it didn't take me hours. I've only been on live for 44 minutes. That's because I had to draw everything and walk y'all through every step. White, the last step. Let me show y'all a different view of the camera. By the way, do you guys like this? Do you like POV better or you like it the way it was being filmed? Drop a comment if you like POV, because if you guys like this, I can start just filming like this then. I just started changing it up so you guys can see me so I can be like more of like a teacher inside of a classroom vibe. But if you guys like this better so you guys can see everything I'm doing, I can change it up. Because this is the dark part, right? this is where the light's hitting. So everything is going to be darker as it gets lower. The eyes, if you look at eyes when light hits them, they look like this, right? This is the brightness of the eye because it's sloped or it's circular. So the any highlight in the eye will be right there. So that's what we're gonna do. As this mosquito on me, and I'm basing the light is the light's right here. I'm basing where the light's already hitting, right? So let me add. To use an edge here. Just a little highlight. Now you can blend this if you want. You don't have to. You can leave it just like this. It still looks good. But you can also blend it. Just lightly. Notice I'm like treating my finger like it's a paintbrush. You can add a little more light to this eye because it's less light than the other eye. Now they're about equal. Now are you ready for the final outcome? Let's see, all 70 of you. Y'all ready? Drop a say I'm ready in the chat if you're ready. I'll be fixing any little minor details, waiting for y'all to comment. Comment I'm ready to in the chat if you want to see the final result. While y'all are doing that, I'm going to be fixing some highlights here and there. Let's see. Getting the hat situated. And then getting some more of the highlights together. Y'all ready? We got some readies. 3, 2, 1. Isn't that cool? This is the final result. Like we're missing some here. We can add some highlight here. Just to match what we already got going on. See that? Here's some closer look. You see all the grooves? This surface is not ideal. It has grooves and everything, and it makes it that much harder. But I've been working on this surface for about a year, so I've learned kind of how to maneuver with it. So, like I said, I had to practice too. I had to practice too. And I got decent enough to where it's like, okay, I'm ready to make some content. I think I can show people what I've learned. That is it, guys. That is it. What do y'all think? Drop a W in the chat if you like it. Just fixing some highlights here and there. But I love chalk. Chalk, you can do a lot with it. I wish oils were like this. I wish acrylics were like this, you know, but every medium is different. That's why you have to learn the mediums. They all respond differently. I'm just trying to get all the highlights decent enough. That's it, guys. When you have the time, if you could do Doctor. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Dime Google. Epic W. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I use color pencils. Yeah, color pencils I use too. But chalk, man, it's just its own. It's just awesome when it comes together. I think because you have more control on blending because you're manually blending. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love chalk. And like I said, I'm not. I didn't do chalk till like last year, so this is actually a new medium for me to be working on. But like I said, guys, I hope you liked it. I hope this inspired y'all to make amazing art. See, you don't really have to blend it, but it's gonna look like that. That's why just to smooth it out, I just blend. By the way, guys, a comment told me to blend. At first, if you look at my older chalk videos, I didn't used to blend at all. And someone was like, "Hey, if you use your fingers, it'll make it better looking." And that person was right. And now I implemented that in my own artwork. So I do read y'all's comments, believe it or not. I do. I do read y'all's comments. Anyways, guys, this is the live. It is going to be archived. You can watch the entire live if you missed the beginning of it. It's going to be, once I get off this live, it automatically posts on YouTube. So you can watch the whole thing. But you guys saw Perry the Platypus. I'm going to show you the ones I've done in recent days. Of course, it's been raining, so you're going to see some of the chalk kind of rinsing down, but I did courage, did an eagle, and I did furb. But you can tell, look at, there's a lot of streaks because it's been raining. But I did do furb. So, and I did Phineas, but he's already gone. This is the last of Phineas. See, the rain got him. Anyways, guys, I love y'all. Glad you guys were here for this live. One more look. Be sure to subscribe if you liked it. Share this live with your friends. They can watch the whole live. And comment who you want me to do next. And if it's an amazing choice, I'll go ahead and do it for the next live. But I do need the proper colors, so I might have to buy more colors. But love y'all. Be safe. Thanks for watching the live. And don't forget to subscribe. Love y'all. Peace.